I don't know what's going on. All right, don't do that.
She wants to. She
We
just
all
doesn't.
set?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ready?
It's 7 o'clock.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our March Village Board meeting. If you could please rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there a volume on there? A master? We're just tweak our master of technical difficulties. We're getting a little bit of feedback today. That's never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So the agendas are available on the back table if you didn't have an opportunity to take one. I'm going to start off with the Altamont Fire Department. Do you have anything you'd like to come up and talk about? Chief Miller is here tonight.
It's me, and I just turned it off.
Just turn it off.
It's fine.
So just a reminder, it's sub pump season.
Okay.
Let's get those sub pumps checked before we have to come visit you again. It's that time of year, everything's gonna start melting and running into the basements.
That's a jolly thought now. Let's start off March with that.
Thank you, Paul. That was great.
Yeah?
Just for one other person out there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Altamont Police Department, Chief, do you have anything you want to update tonight or not tonight?
Just other than be careful on these road signs, this is when it's bad, when it's freezing rain like this. So.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully, it's warming up as we speak. I saw things were starting to warm up, so it's icy right now. Be careful. I know the village DPW was out salting just an hour ago. Yes, definitely be careful. Hopefully, I see some warm weather coming, like straight through to next week, which is great.
Oh, you turned your off? Now turn it back on.
No, just, Public Works, I don't have a report this evening for them, except for they continue, it's all about snow, ice, salting, and plowing right now. We have quite a few compliments we got from residents, which they appreciated that the guys, they plow what they can. They're trying to be careful of people's lawns, but they go back with their snow blower, like on Sunset Drive. I got somebody who complimented, they're trying to widen things with that, after the storm. So they've done that on Whipple and other roads that needed it. So I really do thank them for putting in the extra effort for that. But we're not picking up bags or brush right now or anything like that. So I think we're just, pretty soon they'll be very busy. So that's all I have for Public Works. However, later on in the agenda, we do have some exciting news about Public Works, but we'll get there in a minute. Before I go to public comment, I will just let the board know, and those of you at home, that next month, our meeting is a little bit later in April. I believe it's on the 14th. And we will have our county legislator, Jeff Purley, here. He is leading the Albany County 250 Commission that was formed to celebrate, for all the activities that are going on around that anniversary. He's going to be here to give us all the details on what's going around in the county, maybe some of the town, as well as talk about the land that was just preserved right against the Helderberg. So he's going to come talk about that stuff next month at our meeting, okay? Just wanted to get that little plug in there. Okay, we have public comment time. If anybody has something they want to share with the board, they can step up to the microphone. Just pull it down.
Yeah.
Just pull it toward, there you go.
Judy Deneen, Sunset Drive. I am just here to say, save the date for the village. Please circle your calendars now. May 17th, save the date. That is our Memorial Day Parade, and we're going to have a great 250th celebration. Wonderful musician concert in the park, so there's a lot to look forward to. I hope you'll make sure that you come with your family. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Apologize, I had to
I just turned my nose.
turn some down. That might have helped. Okay.
You knew I was going to speak, right? Good evening. I'm Dave Burke, Sanford Place. I'm president of Historic Altamont. Historic Altamont is going strong. When I introduced the new Historic Altamont 2 years ago, we totaled 9 members, including us 4 officers. We're now at over 40 members strong, and our meetings are averaging over 20 attendees. We thank the village again for helping us achieve many of our goals, and we're really looking forward to working with the village going forward, especially with our exciting Rev 250 committee. Jeff Purley is also on our committee. We thank Bob Clifford for heading that up. He's doing a great job. As I previously mentioned, the Altamont Trails Master Plan is finally ready. It was a 2-year effort, and I'm very pleased to present each one of you with your own hard copy. Is this available online?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to Deb here for pulling them together today. Historic Altamont last month met with our local MPO, the CRTC, and they are studying our trail plan. The CRTC has encouraged us to get endorsements, and we reached out to the town of Guilderland, and Peter Barber has committed to providing one. I respectfully ask the village board to also provide an endorsement. If you look through the plan, you'll notice some of the recommendations mirror the same goals as the Altamont 2006 master plan. The next Historic Altamont meeting is Wednesday, March 25th, and everyone is always encouraged to attend. Now, switching gears, I was just voted on to the ACT Board of Directors. I joined ACT to further the collaboration between our 2 great Altamont organizations. I'm not here tonight speaking officially on their behalf, but I can report that last Saturday's ACT Wine and Cheese Social was very well attended with an estimated 100 guests.
That's good.
The next ACT meeting is this Thursday, 7 o'clock at St. John's, and their meetings are also open to the public. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Deborah Barnes, Breitenbach Township Road, and I'm Vice President of Historic Altamont, and I have a few comments about the Altamont Trail Plan. This plan was developed by a team of local community volunteers interested in preserving the Helderberg green space and the nature of Altamont as a village. Members include a representative from the Altamont Fair, the local volunteer coordinator for the Long Path, and Mohawk Hudson Land Conservancy's executive director, a former village trustee, and several other community members, bringing seasoned professional skill sets. 2 of the goals set out in the previous Altamont Comprehensive Plan from 2006 have been achieved by Historic Altamont for our community. Specifically, one of the goals stated in the 2006 Comprehensive Plan for Altamont was to explore future siting of the Long Path to benefit Altamont recreation and businesses. So that was obtained. The Long Path has been brought down from the Thatcher Park, down the escarpment. Many volunteers from Historic Altamont worked hard with sweat labor to help construct the Long Path. We worked with the local volunteer coordinator for the Long Path, New York, New Jersey Trail Conference, Thatcher Park, and private property owners. And we acquired funds to design and build the trail kiosk, making Altamont the official northern terminus of the 358-mile Long Path hiking trail from New York City. So hopefully that will help encourage ecotourism and help create Altamont as a trail town. Another goal in the 2006 Altamont Comprehensive Plan was to coordinate with other agencies to identify and acquire funds to construct and maintain multi-use trails within the village and the Helderberg region as a draw to the village. So the Altamont Master Trail Plan that you got was funded in part by the HARPA grant that we received, and we worked with La Bella and created a trail plan. Our trail plan is an open plan. It's open to revision and input, so it's a live document. We can revise it. We own the plan, Labella worked with on it. I recall Nick Fahrengoff remarking in his speech at the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the new Altamont Long Path kiosk that a group of volunteers could attain so much. We care about this village, and we want to see it prosper while maintaining its identity as a village. Two of the goals of this Altamont Masters Trail Plan also concur with other goals set forth in the 2006 Altamont Comprehensive Plan. One is better sidewalk connections to the Altamont Fairgrounds. That was in the 2006 plan. That's also in ours. So that helps substantiate. It's a document that can be used for future planning. And it substantiates that a group of citizens really want to make that happen. And another one was to construct a sidewalk along Gun Club Road to connect the sidewalk on Main Street to Bozenkill Park. Other goals are included in the plan. We would like to work with the village as much as possible on these goals. We have an active volunteer group, mostly retired people, but we got a lot of energy. So use us. Four of us met recently with the executive director of the Capital Region Transportation Council to discuss possible steps toward accomplishing some of the goals in the plan. She gave us much interest, and we learned that a letter of endorsement from the Village of Altamont for this Altamont Master Trail Plan would be very helpful in pursuing grants and assistance from the Capital Region Transportation Council. We were told it didn't even have to be a motion, simply a letter of endorsement. The executive director was well aware of several previous grant applications for a sidewalk on Gun Club Road, and she made suggestions on what could be helpful in attaining a grant, starting with their assistance to do a traffic study and possibly pairing it with other projects. And I think she's quite accessible for us to continue conversations with her. She had other ideas. So we would very much like to meet with Mayor Deneen and any board trustees to discuss this further. We hope to coordinate the resources of our invested volunteers with the village to accomplish these goals for our community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One thing I will mention when discussing the Gun Club Road sidewalk project, that it can't be initiated by us. It is not our road. Guilderland, they applied for the application probably 2 years ago. That sounds about right. And they were not successful with that round. Actually, I think that was at the same time, perhaps we put ours in, that we were successful, like our Maple Avenue one, I think was selected that year. We have, we have told them since then, maybe a joint grant, like we can endorse their grant. We always do. We always write letters of support for them. But that might be something that you contact them as well, because it has to, that's not ours. So it can't apply, and we definitely couldn't match funds or anything.
So you need to work with Guilderland?
That's Guilderland's, that is theirs. And, if they would be willing to, I'm sure we could do a joint application in a sense that they'd be matching the funds, but we do it together as far as the application and the reasoning and all that. We did submit letters for them on their behalf, just as they did for us. It's reciprocal. That's just something to know.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that exactly, but we have discussed it with a little bit with Amanda Beadle.
Sure.
Said she was really working on it. One thing that the executive director told us that it kind of went to the bottom of the list, that they looked at Altamont as a more affluent community.
We do. Yeah,
And
that we don't
Cohoes,
qualify.
like Cohoes is a higher. But she did say something about pairing it with other projects would be helpful.
Yeah, maybe.
And she did say a traffic study might be an initial step, and they could assist with that.
Yeah. And the other, well, we would love to have a sidewalk, and we've been wanting that for, so many years.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, is every time we meet with the town
With the
board,
town.
and they
Yeah.
ask what they can do, that's usually one of the top 2 or 3
That's the
things.
one
Yeah.
we come up with.
Is that
Yeah.
We want a sidewalk on Gun Club Road.
We do.
'Cause our people use it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
used a lot. And it would be used more, the park, I think, if people could let their kids ride their bikes on the sidewalks and walk on the sidewalks safely, which.
Absolutely.
It's a tricky road. There's no shoulder.
It's a
real
wonderful
dangerous road.
park, and you can't just send
Yeah.
your kids to walk there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And definitely with things going forward, like capital projects for anything like sidewalks, there is, there's always that side, like right now, I know I had this conversation with Dean Whalen recently. We were successful, which is great, in obtaining we're in the middle of 3 capital projects right now. But the matches on those for the money we won't be able to do any other capital projects for quite some time until those are handled. The water line especially, we just got a grant several weeks ago for our UV system, which we had been waiting on, but you're talking, it's an over $1 million project, so our share is still pretty high. And then the Maple Avenue sidewalk project, which should go in the next year.
Yeah.
So we do have these shares, and you kind of have to wait for one to expire and make sure you can afford it before you can get on to
Yeah.
the next one. Because these grants are great, but when they have the matching
Again, it's
funds.
Guilderland, so hopefully.
That one's Guilderland, yeah,
That'll be
so that would be the focus, because
Right.
that, they would provide the match then. So that would be a great focused area,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah, we
Definitely reach out to
realize,
Amanda,
we realize you've got a lot going on right
do.
now. Yeah.
which is a great problem to have. I mean, it is, it's a great problem to have. So, more to come, but we will, yeah, definitely reach out to them, and we can, we'd love to join in on anything that will benefit that road, specifically, so.
And I was gonna say too, the letter of support that you guys are looking for, probably just email Mayor Denine or the clerk, and we can work on something there.
Yeah,
Because Nick loves letters, come on.
that would be great.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just some more details about what it needs to say.
Yeah, what it needs to say would be good, like some kind of just bullet points of what you're looking for.
Something that came to light at our meeting with the MPO is that they have never done a traffic and pedestrian study before, during, and after the Altamont Fair. And that's something that they said they are going to do this year. So they have not been taking into account the numbers of cars and people during the fairground week. And I said, hey, you've got to build your facilities for peaks,
Yeah.
not for, so they're going to do that this year, and we're willing in any way to work with the village on grants or anything like that. If there's any questions whatsoever about this plan, I'm very easy to get a hold of. And here is my business card. That is my phone number.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Got it. All right, any other comments before I move on to the agenda? Okay. I'm going to move on to the agenda. Item 1, consider approval of treasurer's abstracts 18 and 19 and transfer of funds as submitted. You all had a chance to review the vouchers. Michelle says the motion, and second.
I'll second it.
Ooh, that was a tie. I'm gonna go with John on this one, because I always kind of ditch John. All right, Michelle is first, John is second, and roll call, please.
Trustee Serafino?
In favor?
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine?
In favor. Before I go to item 2, I'm gonna mention that items 2, 3, and 4 all go together with the solar project that will be constructed up at the Knox Reservoir, just so these are all, each one has to do with that agreements. Right now, we're, giving an easement to National Grid so that they can access and put up the poles needed for this. Funding with the group that's doing it, we have to approve, how, with this, authorize the representative of Madison Energy to date at the time of services. And then there was the third one, or the number 4 was, there was a mistake of a date. They had it expiring in 2025. It is not 2025, so that's just being fixed. So item 2 is consider authorizing Mayor Denine to sign the grant of easement to Niagara Mohawk Power Corporation for property located at 68 Sturgis Road, Town of Knox, tax map 47-1-27, subject to permissive referendum. Could I have a motion?
So moved.
That was John, right? Okay, good. Second?
Carrie, if I can
Oh,
just,
go ahead.
comment on this agenda item.
Absolutely.
I originally had said that the conveyance of this easement would be subject to permissive referendum. In reviewing the village law, the conveyance
That's
of the easement, it does not require that we notice it.
Okay.
It's not subject to permissive referendum. It's a difference between New York village law and town law, so.
Okay. So let me
that
just,
wouldn't be required.
I'll amend it to say, consider authorizing Mayor Denine to sign grant of easement to Niagara Mohawk Power Corporation for the property located at 68 Sturgis Road, Town of Knox, tax map 47-1-27. So John, are you still good for the motion?
So moved.
Okay, second?
I'll second.
Sandra? And roll call, please.
Trustee Serafino?
In favor?
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Thank you, I forgot. We did talk about that. Consider authorizing Mayor Denine to sign a estoppel certificate and hereby authorize a representative of Madison Energy Holdings LLC to date the estoppel at the time deemed convenient. Could I have a motion?
So moved?
Nick and Michelle a second. And roll call, please.
Trustee Serafino?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farronkov?
In favor?
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. And lastly, consider authorizing Mayor Denine to sign the Second Amendment to option and lease agreement with Reservoir Road Solar LLC. Could I have a motion?
So
Michelle, second.
I'll second.
Sandra, and roll call.
Trustee Serafino?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farronkov?
In favor?
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. And hopefully, we'll probably have lots of little things like this because they are getting ready to construct at the end of this season into the, spring. So hopefully by next summer, this will be done, which would be great because it's a revenue source for the village. And it's taken about 5-6 years out of our lives. It'll be worth it in the end. Okay, item 5. Consider hiring Carter Gibbons, Esperance, effective March 23rd, 2026, to a full-time superintendent of public works at an annual salary of $80,000. Position is probationary for up to 1 year. I will say before we get a motion on this, we had interviews over 2 weeks with myself and Patty Blackwood, our clerk, Jeff Mueller, our acting and retired superintendent, and Tim McIntyre, also a retired and currently working for us superintendent, and helping us out now. So we had a good crew, and we received really nice resumes this year. It was a tough choice, but we feel like this is the strongest candidate, and we're really thinking when you all meet him, you would be happy, I think. And I think our guys, they all met this gentleman as well, so we're excited to have somebody here. And Mr. Mueller will be training this person, so he'll be staying on with us, and then also can come as needed to help out, because everything in the village, if you don't know it already, it's cyclical. Like, they don't do everything all at once. You have water readings at this time of year, you have other things going on. So Jeff, he has no problem, reaching out to help, and we have Tim here as well. So that's a great thing. So could I have a motion?
So moved.
John is first, and second.
Second.
Sandra, and roll call, please.
Trustee Serafino?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farronkov?
In favor?
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 6 is consider hiring David Pelcher, Altamont, to part-time code enforcement official at a rate of pay of $30 per hour. It is, position is probationary for up to 1 year. Another couple days of interviewing, and we had 4 excellent candidates this time. Everybody was certified and had been working, and so we're excited to have this gentleman, start with us, and he is from Altamont, which I didn't know at the time of his interview, which was great. So he's going to be very convenient to be here. So anyway, can I have a motion?
So moved?
Nick and Sandra, you'd be second?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
So seconded.
I know, they're very fast. Roll call, please.
Trustee Serafino?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farronkov?
In favor?
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. So that was my exciting DPW news. So we have somebody. And actually, and building department news. Item 7 is consider approval to sell at fair market value unscreened road millings and excess public works equipment per recommendation of Jeffrey Mueller, temporary superintendent of public works. Village of Altamont has the option to reject any offers. Could I have a motion? Michelle? And second,
I'll second.
Nick? And roll call, please.
Trustee Serafino?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farronkov?
In favor?
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 8 is consider approval of membership application from Nicholas Nelson DeLanson for firefighter membership in the Altamont Fire Department per request of Paul Miller, Chief. Could I have a motion?
So moved?
Nick? And second?
I'll second it.
Ooh, I gave that one to Sandra that time, sorry.
That's
My ear was facing that one. Okay. Could I have a roll call, please?
Trustee Serafino?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farronkov?
In favor?
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Consider approval of request from Shannon Roberts to hold the Altamont Village-wide Craft Fair on April 11th, 2026. Could I have a motion?
So moved.
Sandra, she got right in there that time. Second?
I'll second.
John. I was like, come on, John. And roll call, please.
Trustee Serafino?
In favor?
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 10 is consider approval of request from Memorial Day Parade Committee to hold the Altamont Memorial Day Parade on May 17th, 2026. Could I have a motion?
So,
Ooh, I think she just beat you. Michelle? John, will you be second?
I'll be second.
Thank you. And roll call, please.
Trustee Serafino?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. I feel it's very competitive up here tonight, you know? I just feel that way. Item 11 is consider approval of request from Phil Carducci to hold the Bozenkill 4-mile run and 2-mile walk on June 20th, 2026, the Helderberg 5K on July 18th, 2026, and 28th. Sorry, I take that back, 2026, and 28th Altamont 5K, that's what it is, run, walk on August 22nd, 2026. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Sandra, and second?
I'll second.
Nick? Feast or famine, I don't know what's going on. All right. Can I have a roll call, please?
Trustee Serafino?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 12 is consider approval of request from Altamont Elementary to hold the Altamont Village-wide garage sale on May 2nd, 2026.
So moved.
Nick, and second will be
I'll second it.
John. And roll call, please.
Trustee Serafino?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. 13 is consider holding the annual organizational meeting on Tuesday, April 14th at 2026 at 7 PM. Okay, have a motion?
So moved.
Michelle, second?
Um,
Sandra, is that you?
Yep.
Okay. And roll call, please.
Trustee Serafino?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Consider holding budget public hearing prior to adoption of the budget on Tuesday, April 14th at 7 PM. Can I have a motion for that?
So moved.
John is first and second. Michelle? And roll call, please.
Trustee Serafino?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance?
In favor.
Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Item 15 is consider approval of the board minutes from February 3rd, 2026. Could I have a motion? Sandra?
Yep.
Second?
I'll second.
Did you just say that, Nick? Sorry, Nick. And how about this? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Okay, just double checking, makes it easier. We have to consider entering into executive session to receive privileged advice and legal counsel from the village attorney that is outside the scope of the open meetings law. Could I have a motion to enter into that? Michelle, and second?
I'll second.
All right, Sandra, second. And that's it for right now. So we thank you for coming out. What?
Roll call, please.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good idea. Roll call.
Trustee Serafino?
In favor.
Trustee Ganance? In favor. Trustee Farrakhan?
In favor.
Trustee Scally?
In favor.
Mayor Denine.
In favor. Apologize about that. And we hope to see you in April. And have a good night. Don't slip outside. It got really slippery. So be very careful out there.